Right everybody, Mick from Mixed Tires Travels, and I'm travelling on foot at the minute. I'm just having a little walk round the village, and I just want to ponder a few things. I've done a couple of bike videos lately and they've done quite well. I wanted to do two reviews on two bikes, and I wanted to take them on test rides as well, but I haven't been able to take them on test rides. So what it is that in the next week I'm going across to the UK. I'm going across to see the family, and I'm going over for a month, and I'll be vlogging over in the UK. I'm looking forward to seeing the family, and looking forward to having a few nice little walks as well. The weather's not too bad today actually. The weather's not a bad temperature. It's probably about 25 degrees, but it's doable for going out walking. It's not too bad at all. So I'm just down here at our local temple, which is just down the road from my house. But like I said, what I want to do when I actually get back, I think I want to do some more bike videos, more bike vlogs, because I'm into my motorbikes and everything, and I think I'd like to do more on that, and people seem to be more interested in that anyway than me just vlogging round. But I'll be still vlogging round, doing other things but I'm looking forward to doing some more bike videos, and I'm thinking about changing my bike now. At the minute I've got an ADV 150, which I absolutely love. That little bike, I've had it for 2 or 3 years now, and it's been a fantastic bike. It's only let me down once, and that's when the belt went, but very easy to repair, very easy, and I know what to do next time. You're better off travelling around, and if you are going any distance, well, it's a must. You've got to take a spare belt round with you, because they're quite easy to replace. You could actually do it on the roadside yourself if you've got the tools. You don't need a lot of tools anyway, but it's a must, because if you're in the middle of nowhere, that's the biggest thing that's going to go wrong on the bike, is the belt's going to snap, and it's due to the heat and the dust and everything. But that's going to be the biggest thing that's going to let you down. So if you're going anywhere with a belt driven bike, take a spare belt with you. Right, another thing is that I'm deciding whether to get rid of my ADV 150. In fact, I'll probably keep it, to tell you the truth, but I'm thinking about getting another bike, which either is going to be that GPX DZ3, or it's going to be the Zontes 368G. Now, I've done a review on both of them, and equally good bikes. I think the other one, the GPX, is not really an adventure bike. It's more like the Zontes 350E, but it's a lot cheaper than the Zontes 350E. But like I said, I've done a review on both of them bikes. I'm trying to decide which one to get, if I do get one. I might even keep me ADV and stuff getting another bike, because the thing is about having the ADV, it does its job very good, very practical, economical, reliable, everything. But the only thing is, it lacks power going up very, very steep hills if you've got a lot of luggage on. And that's all really. The rest of the time on the flat, it'll keep up with traffic, no problem at all. And it'll do the distance. But it just struggles a bit on these very steep mountain roads. So, and say having a bike with that other, a bit more power, in fact having twice as much power, will make it a lot better. Now this is where the DZ3 comes in, because it's near enough the same. Well, it's only a little bit heavier than my bike, so it's really like the ADV what I've got, the 150, but with a 300cc engine in, which would give me that extra poke going up big hills. And apparently it's got very good reviews against the ADV 350s. It can stand up to them easily. But like I say, it's not really an adventure bike, that one. The other one is the Zontes 368G, and apparently they're struggling a bit with them, getting them out. Apparently there's a big waiting list for them, but that is a lovely bike. But when I first saw that bike, I thought, I got given the price and it was something like 182,000 baht, and I thought, well, that's a bit expensive. It's more expensive than the ADV. I thought the ADV 350 were about 160, 170,000 baht, but it's not. The actual ADV 350 can be up to 189, 190,000 baht, which makes the Zontes actually a very good deal, considering that you get a 5-year guarantee with that bike, and you get all the equipment as standard on that bike. You've got fog lamps, you've got crash bars, you've got cameras, you've got traction control, you've got well, it's also, and it's an ADV bike as well, but it is bigger than my bike. It is bigger than the 150, and it's a lot heavier. And that's the only thing that's bugging me really, because my ADV, I can throw it around corners. It's very light and nimble, and it's great for going down tracks. It doesn't bother about if you get stuck in sand and things like that. You can push it out and everything. You can't do that with a big bike. And big bikes don't tend to handle all that. Well, I would say bigger and heavier bikes don't tend to handle very good in like sand and mud. And I do a lot of that. I do a lot of going cross country a lot, which this is why I love my ADV 150 anyway. I mean, I'm going to see what's going to happen. So let's carry on a little walk, and I'll get down, and then we'll talk about my little trip that I'm doing. And like I say, where I lived in England, I'm very much rural, although I lived in not a fair-sized town, but it was very nice. It was oldie world. It was more like a commuter town for Sheffield, and it's very nice. It's got some lovely walks around. It's got some lovely parks, and last year I went across it, and it weren't too, I didn't find it all that expensive. Yeah, some things are expensive, but some things can be expensive over here as well, you know. But I stop at my son's house, I go and visit my daughter in Chester, visit my grandkids, take my grandkids out, and it's fantastic really. Now this time I'm going to be over there, and I'm going to be doing a bit of travelling, but doing things a bit different because my son is lending me his camper van. So I'm going to do it, and it's a really lovely camper van, and I'm going to do a couple of vlogs on that as well. So I'm going to do a couple of trips out in that with my grandkids, and I'm really looking forward to that. So I'm going to go into North Wales and on one of the trips, and then I'm going to go on to the Yorkshire coast on another trip towards Scarborough and Whitby. And I'm really looking forward to Whitby for fish and chips and all that. Love it down there. So yeah, so I'll be going back to England. I'll be getting my fish and chips. I'll be having my nice roast Sunday dinners in pub, and I'll be having a good time. And I know it's more expensive, but listen, take it from me, it's not that expensive. You can live okay in England. You don't have to go to posh restaurants and everything. You can even go to Wetherspoons. If you get at Wetherspoons, you can get a pint and a nice meal. And it's not all expensive. I don't know what it is now like, but it's not all that expensive. But at least you get a decent pint and a decent meal. And it's all in one price. So anyway, I'm going to do that. So I'll give you some prices when I'm over there and when I'm having a look round. And we'll do a bit of a comparison sometimes when we're over there. I know the cost of living over in England, the price of electric, gas, mortgages and everything, that is expensive, but I'm not doing all that. I'll be doing my vlogging out. Oh, another thing I'll be doing as well. My mate's invited me to his canal, on his canal boat. So I'll be going down with him on his canal boat for a day or so. So actually, it's going to be a very nice change. It's going to be a very nice change. It's a change for me, and I'm going to see my family, I'm going to see the grandkids, and it's going to be great. So that's it. My next vlog will be, I'll show you my trip over to England on plane, and I'm doing a different route this time as well. I normally fly Emirates, but I'll show you what I'm doing this time. I'm not flying Emirates this time. I normally fly Emirates or Etihad. I have flown KLM and all that before, but I normally fly Emirates. But this time I'm doing something completely different. But it's not. It is a big airline, but it's not the route that I normally take. And I've done this route because I've got better times. I've got a better landing times, and I've got better departing times, and coming back, I get back into Bangkok at a decent time as well. So that's why I picked this airline. Not to do with how cheap it is, how dear it is or anything. It's mainly to do with the times. So anyway, I'll show you that when I'm doing my airport vlogs. But anyway, thanks for watching again. That's my little dilemma on my bike, but I'll decide. I'll think about it more when I'm back in England. What I'm going to do, whether to keep the ADV or whether to go for another new one. But I'd like to do a test ride on that GPX and that Zontes one, so we'll see how it pans out. I just couldn't get hold of one before. They had two Zontes ones in, but they were actually sold. They won't let me go out on a test drive on them. So it may be in a couple of months' time, when the heat's gone down a little bit on them bikes, they might have a few more in, but we'll see anyway. Anyway, here we are. That's it. That's my little vlog. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel, and please leave me a comment, but don't leave me a comment saying, oh, what you're going back to England for, it's a load of shy and everything, because I've had all that, and I'm not all that interested. And it may be that you've had a bad experience in England or whatever, or you fell lucky with a nice Thai bride or whatever, but you know, I'm going over to see my family, and I'm going over to have some nice walks as well. Anyway, as I said, I'll catch you all later, and hit that notification bell and all, because then you'll see what vlogs are coming up. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.